Funny thing, I had a conversation with one of the biggest CHROs here in the market some days ago, and we were talking specifically about Gen Z, and she was telling me, is it a matter of people of Gen Zers being different, less norm, more focus on their well-being, etc., or is it also a matter of less self-awareness? Because she used to believe from the people she's working with that it's also very, very important, especially for this generation, somehow to build self-awareness. How do you see that? What's your perspective on that?
I don't really agree with this opinion. I do think they're self-aware, and I think they're actually aware of many more things than we were in the past. I think Gen Z is the generation that fights for our climate, for sustainability, for social rights, for LGBTQI plus rights, everything. So this, to me, shows a generation that's very empathetic and very aware of what its surroundings are. It all lies down to whether we have actually reached that level of understanding between generations, because what is really self-awareness for one person might not be the same for another one. And the way that we deal with difficult situations is not common for all. Every person has their own way to deal with stress, with problems in personal life, in professional life, and everything. So maybe opening up the dialogue would help a bit to have a better understanding of what they perceive as self-awareness.
Great point. Inga?
And how do you see the willingness to learn and to create an understanding? And maybe in your work environment, do you see that, open as a workplace when Gen Z comes in and starts to, giving you all the things straight in your face?
Well, let's start with the fact that we need to adapt if we want to survive. Not just my company, but every company. We all need to make this step and go forward and find ways to attract and retain the Gen Z talent. It's simply vital to maintain business and have a future. Now, when it comes to adapting, I think since you mentioned training opportunities, Inga, I feel that this is the generation that really is thirsty and wants to grasp every piece of information and knowledge that they can from their environment. But again, I don't think that they wish to do that by conventional forms of training, what we had in our minds in the past, and especially before the COVID era, when we would gather around in a training classroom type of room, and we had an instructor and they would pass on the knowledge to the audience, and that was it. No, I feel that now it's more about personal. They value some relationships which are based on the typical mentor-mentee relationship, any coaching opportunities they may have on the practical side of their job, and also training and learning experiences which are a bit more interactive and allow them to actually share their opinion and get actual feedback on it.